lovely fourth graders. This is Mrs. Bogart. I'm going to go over your reading lesson with you for the week. So we're going to start here and we're going to look at this passage that I have up on the board. This is going to be our warm up to the lesson, getting us to start thinking about what the main idea is of this story. Okay, so the story is called Rainbow Skies. What color is the sky? The answer depends on when you look at the sky. Sometimes it looks blue, sometimes it's orange, and sometimes it's red or purple. In fact, the sky is really many colors at once, but human eyes can only see certain colors at certain times. The light that travels to Earth from the sun looks white, but hidden inside that white light are all the colors of the rainbow. The gases around the Earth, which make up its atmosphere, break up the sun's light. This makes the light bounce around in different directions. Scientists call this scattering. Blue light is one of the colors that scatters the most. It's also a color that's easy for our eyes to see. For these reasons, blue is the color we see most often in the sky. At the sunrise and sunset, the sun is lower in the sky. This makes the light scatter differently, so we can see different colors. During sunrises and sunsets, colors like yellow, orange, and red are easier to see. Those beautiful colors are always there, but they are only visible when the sun is low. Natural events such as clouds passing or even a volcano erupting can make the sunset even more colorful. As the sun goes down, clouds and ash high in the sky catch the sunlight and scatter it in different ways. This scattering can show off even more colors when this happens. Beautiful pinks and purples often fill the sky. Okay, so now that we've read this passage, I want to talk about what is the text about. Do you think that it's about how light travels through space? It's about the different colors we see in the sky? Or it's about the many colors in the rainbow? You guys can use your Classic pen tools and circle the answer that you think is talking about the main idea for this passage. Okay, so the next thing I want to look at and go over with you is what the plan is on your Classic for the week. So you're not going to be reading with classmates this week, but you are going to be reading passages out loud. You guys have been doing a great job logging into your Classic and recording your readings every day, so that's what we're going to continue to do for this week. You're also going to be reading a different passage, and then you're going to be talking about what's happening in the passage. You're going to answer some questions that go along with it and talk about what is going on in the story. So the story you're going to be looking at this week is called The Clear Choice. You're going to read through the story on your own, and then after you've read through the story, there are going to be a couple of different questions for you to answer. So you're going to either circle the answer for the multiple choice questions, or you're going to write the answer using your pen tool. So these will be the next 2 pages on your Classic. So reading the story and then writing your answers on the next page. Remember, because this is all together, you can actually click back on your Classic when you are answering the questions on this part if you're not sure, if you can't remember what happened in the story. It's always a good idea to go back and check and see where you're getting your answers from. So after you answer those questions, the next thing that you are going to do is you are going to see the page that looks familiar. We've done this a lot in class. You're going to read a passage that's called Goldbeard's Treasure. On this page, there is going to be a recording where you can listen to me reading the story. And then after you do that, I want you to use the microphone tool and record yourself reading Goldbeard's Treasure. You're going to actually log into your Classic every day, and you're going to record yourself reading every day. Once you have done that on the last day, so Friday this week, you're going to be writing a reflection. How do you think you did with your reading this week? What are some things that you would like to work on? What do you want to improve? So that's going to be your reflection page, the last page in your class kick. I also want you to, after you've read this passage, I want you to underline some of the words that you had a hard time with or highlight those. That way, when you come in the next day, you can kind of look at those words that you were having a hard time with. Maybe you can ask your learning coach for some help with those words, or you can come into the office hours too, and you can let your teacher know that you were struggling with some of these words. That way, we can help you with that. So the next time you read the passage, you can read through those words and not have as much of a problem with those words. And then the last thing for reading for this week is for you to log into your RAS Kids. So some of you will be working on your leveling up assignments. Some of you will be reading books that are assigned to you as well. So make sure you're looking and seeing if you have books assigned to you in the assigned part or looking at the leveled up assignments. If you have any questions or you need help with your work in class kick this week, feel free to email your teacher so you can set up a session they can help you, or come into the office hours this week and we can help you out with whatever questions that you have. All right, thanks guys. Have a good week, and I hope you guys are had a great spring break and are ready to get back to work.